Pastor, it's good to talk to you today. We are talking today with Pastor Theilen from Camp Silka, one of those ministries that are happening within our district. So, Pastor, just a couple questions. So, how has COVID-19 affected the operation of Camp Silka this summer?
Well, it's been pretty devastating in some ways. Normally in the summertime we have. Last summer, for example, we had 400 kids out here in June and July for our summer camp program. And this year, it looks like that number will be zero. We just are unable to have the kind of programs we normally have. And then we also rent out our buildings, the Retreat Center and the Christian Growth Center, for family reunions and other large gatherings. And of course, large gatherings are highly restricted at this point, so almost all of those have universally canceled through at least through the month of July, and we'll see what August and September bring. So right about the time camp is usually opening up and ramping up and getting busy, COVID-19 hit, and everything just kind of went into a lull, and so it's been pretty different. Pretty slow and empty rather than full and vibrant like it usually is.
So is the camp totally closed off, or are the people still allowed to come out and visit you?
Yeah, we have been able to keep open any rental facilities. So anything for groups at this point, anything for groups under 10. So that includes the campground. If they want to tent camp or bring out a pop-up or an RV or a camper, they can do that on our campground. They can rent cabins as long as the groups are less than 10 people. And the same with the Christian Growth Center or the Retreat Center. They can rent those buildings out for groups less than 10 through the month of June. And then they can still make use of the facilities. We're renting out the boats, and people come out for hikes and use the disc golf course and go fishing and those sorts of things. So those activities are all open. And then in the month of July, hopefully, at least the hope is those numbers will be able to increase to about 50 people. So we could have groups of 50 or less starting, I think June 25th is the hopeful start date of the next phase. So if that's the case, we'll be able to do a little bit more then. And we're looking into even having a few day camp type activities in the month of July on Saturdays, just to see if we can do something rather than nothing. So we don't have that officially announced yet, but we're looking into what it would take and if it's possible, and hopefully we'll be able to work that out in July.
I know you're also right in the middle of a huge campaign for the camp. So can you talk a little bit about that, where you're at, and where you see it going over the next couple of months?
Yeah, we're trying to raise money to do 4 different things. One of them was hire a program director. One was add money to our campership fund, which is sort of like a scholarship fund for kids who want to come to camp. The third was expand our dining hall area, and the fourth just slipped my mind. Can't remember what it was.
Was that purchasing that extra land?
Yes, that's right. Paying off the mortgage for the extra land. Good. So we got all the money we needed for the land for that particular thing. That's probably why I'm not worrying about it anymore, because we got all the money we needed for that and paid it off. So the camp is debt-free at this point, which is a wonderful thing. And that was a huge blessing going into this whole COVID-19 shutdown, and having zero debt was a big blessing. And as far as the endowment fund goes for the campership fund, we've raised that endowment up to $100,000. So that's been a huge blessing. We'll be able to use that money next summer to give kids camperships to come to camp for a week at a time. And then on the program director position, we're kind of holding off on that for a while just to see how the rest of the funding goes. But the dining hall project, we're going to get started on in August. So Laborers for Christ through the Lutheran Church Extension Fund is going to come out and we will be hopefully breaking ground August 1st and getting to work putting that building up, expanding it, and we're limited on our funds, so we may not be able to do the entire project, but at the very least we'll be able to get the frame of the building up and double the seating capacity in the dining hall. We'll get some more ceiling fans and lighting in there, and eventually, once the funding all comes in, we'll be able to air condition the space, heat the space, you add a couple of restrooms to it, and those sorts of things. So it'll be a nice addition to the camp.
Well, it sounds like even though you're missing a lot of kids, there's a lot of activity going out onto the camp. You've also been having a lot of presence on Facebook. Can you talk a little bit about some of those activities that you're putting out on Facebook for campers who are missing camp?
Yeah, we've been able to, we've had 3 of our summer staff that were supposed to come out this summer have come out, and they have been recording videos of different activities that we do on camp. So some of them are arts and crafts ideas that you can do at home. Some of them are just camp songs. Our counselors from across the generations have been recording some of their favorite camp songs as sing-alongs so that families can join in that. We've had the prayers. They've recorded the different meal prayers that we do before and after our meals at camp, so families can use those and sing along with those, as well as a few other activities and things. And then here pretty soon, as we've been sending out these camp from home kits to people. You can order those on our website, and as people get those and campers open them, we're asking them to sing a song. Normally at camp, when you get mail, if you get a package, you have to sing for it. So when they get this package, we're asking them to sing for it, and then if they're willing to send us a video of that, and we'll start sharing some of those on Facebook as well. So yeah, we've got a bunch of videos on our YouTube page now that people can go and look at, and hopefully they are kind of something to spark your imagination, to get you outside and to go outside and play some games or have some activities rather than just sitting inside and watching videos on a screen all day, to use those as motivation to get outside and do something fun.
Well, just as we're starting to get back into churches and things like that, I'm sure there's people that really want to get back and have that experience of Camp Silka. We're very blessed to have your camp in our district, and the kids from our school love going out there, and all of the activities that take place at the camp is an important part of our mission here at our district. So I want to wish you guys blessings as you continue to move forward this summer, Pastor and your family. And also all the workers that are out there, because we're excited to get back to our normal routine again. So God's blessings, Pastor. Thanks for talking today.
You're very welcome. Thanks a lot.
And Jesus said, "Come to the water, stand by my side. I know you are thirsty, you won't be denied." And I felt every teardrop when in darkness you cried, and I strove to remind you that for those tears